Cyprus football, the passion, the thrill. The passion, the thrill. The stadiums roar, you can feel the chill. You can feel the chill. The teams are ready, the battles will start. The battles will start with dreams of glory, they'll play with heart.
Kalimera, Kalispera, whatever time we're watching or listening to. This is Mappa. I'm Stel. I've got my hands over my face because I'm dreading this fucking episode more than ever. It's just non-stop. I feel like crying. That's all. How you doing?
Hi. How are you doing? Well, obviously, you're not doing well. Me, I'm doing much better. The reason why we're a day late is because I had like the biggest bout of man flu with like temperature and whatnot, and now I'm a lot better. Although don't make me laugh too much, otherwise I'm gonna have a coughing fit, and we don't want that. We don't want that getting caught on the microphones. But yeah, apart from that,
Do you know
I'm absolutely
what?
fine.
I'm very, very upset with you for
Okay.
being ill yesterday.
Oh no.
Because what we've just seen in the last half an hour, what we're going to debate about, I wish we did the show yesterday, so at least we could have had a week of going back and forth, so at least we can be more rational with our conversation, our discussion, our argument, because it's gonna be an argument, isn't it? It's gonna be an argument.
Yep. There's going to be an argument. Although Pedro says I'm stuck and I look like Minecraft. So
yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay.
It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. That's all. You know what? I think as long as we can hear you, that's the main thing.
You can hear me, right? You guys can hear me.
I can hear you.
Good.
Don't worry about the rest. If I can hear you, then everyone else can hear you.
All right. Okay. All right.
It's one of those.
Okay.
It's one of those.
All right. Now, should we dive into it then? Since we're gonna get into the meaty stuff later.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Let's go. Keep the beard. That's all. Keep the beard, says George. George, you have been a troublemaker this week. Okay. Right. Mentioning my name on Twitter, you got some weird Omonia fan having a go at you and throwing me into the equation. I had nothing to do with this. All right. The guy's a weirdo. Ignore him. Okay. He's got problems. Just ignore him. I've blocked him anyway. Utter weirdo. Anyway, that's all. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's do it.
And we begin with Gim Moda beating Omonia Aredipo by 3-1. Christo Yossi scoring from the spot before Mika Borj scores an equalizer with a truly sublime free kick.
Beautiful.
Bojan Kovacevic leveled it, made it 2-1, with a fantastic strike before Delmiro rolled back the years with a looping header to give Gim Moda the 3 points. That's all well worth the points, weren't they?
Yeah, they were all over Omonia Aredipo. I think except for the free kick, they barely had kind of an attacking movement. So yeah, Gim Moda well worth the 3 points. I mean, look, listen. We talked about the game, but what people really want to see is what happened to Jose Pozo. So,
well,
I think...
yes, I'll bring that clip up in just a moment, just to let you guys know it's not graphic. There isn't blood.
No.
There are no limbs anywhere, and Potha is absolutely fine. So, Tasso, take it away.
Yes. So, basically, the referee didn't notice. The referee didn't notice that he dropped his canister with the foam in that they spray on the ground to mark the free kicks. And Potho didn't see it when it dropped on the ground and put his foot right through it, and boom, completely took him out. The thing is, you
saving Private Potho.
Yeah. The thing is, you see the referee as well. No reaction from him. It's like,
Nothing. It's all right.
yep, completely normal. Everything's fine.
Pexe.
Yeah, go on. Let's keep going.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. So,
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that's the highlight of the game, apart from Borja's goal.
Well, no, I mean, to be fair, Kovacevic's goal was good, and Del Miro's goal defied the laws of physics. Like, I bet from like it was almost at the byline when he headed it,
Yeah.
and he managed to loop it over Georgie Loria, who's already like 8 foot tall, get him to get it in the goal as well. So yeah, it was a really good performance from Garnodissa. Yusis scoring goals. Who knew he'd be near the top of the scoring charts at the beginning of the season?
No.
Yeah.
And Garnodissa up to 9th in the table, mate. My goodness.
Yeah, I think somebody at Garnodissa mentioned about them looking up at 6th. I don't think that's going to happen.
Okay, well, listen, it's ambitious. Go give it to him.
Yeah, I guess.
Let's see what Pedro's saying. I don't need to keep looking at that frog foot forehead stuck on the screen. Screen is double E, Pedro. George is laughing at me. And Raf, good evening, lads. First time catching you lot live. Good evening.
Welcome.
Good evening.
Yes. Now.
Okay. Yes, now.
Now, couple of bits of news from Omonia Radipo.
Yes.
They've made 2 signings.
Yes.
One is Baris Polikarpou. He comes in from Abolon. Omonia Radipo had so many Abolon players come in. They might as well be called Abolon 2 Electric Boogaloo. But anyway. So, Polikarpou has only made 25 appearances for Abolon, mostly off the bench. But to be fair, he's a defensive midfielder, and that position at Abolon has been stacked for a number of years. So he's just been stuck behind fantastic players. The second player that they signed is this Ivory Coast winger called Mozino. He's been at Jupiter Leones in Spain, AD Oliveirense, Aves, Canelas, Trofense, and Leixões in Portugal. He's got 63 first-team appearances and 13 goals and 6 assists. So he's got a pretty good turnaround.
Yeah. And what way to welcome yourself to the Omonia Radipo fans by saying, fuck off.
Yeah. Have some of this. Yeah. Especially, all the people from Radipo Charlies as well. So
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's it.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough. We could just move on to the next one. Lovely. Happy days. I like this. Keep it moving. The next game. Oh, no.
No, that's the same game.
No, it's the same game. What's going on here?
I mean, we can watch it again. There's no problem there.
What's happened here? Hold on a second. Sorry, guys. I seem to have buggered it up. That's okay. That's fine. Oh, that's the same game. That's the same game. There we go. Let's go. No, what is happening here?
What are you doing?
What is going on?
What are you doing?
I'm absolutely confused. Here we go. Don't worry about it. Here we go. So, next game. For crying out loud, still having a nightmare. Having an utter bloody nightmare. So, Anorthosis beats Ethnikos by 2-1. And it was a game that David Badia didn't really want to discuss because they lost. And it wasn't a result that they wanted, Ethnikos. There were some decisions that went against them, which clearly he was unhappy about, which is understandable. But yeah, goals from Rafa Lopez from the spot. Bonetto equalized, but then Iliev grabbed the winner with 5 minutes to go. Iliev with his celebration, putting his hand to his ear as if to say, listen to me, I can score goals. Yeah. Good victory for Anorthosis, and they keep up the momentum, Tasso.
Yep. Yeah. So, obviously, with Abolon doing what they're doing at the moment, they need to keep up the results. Camoranesi has got this team playing a certain way. He's getting results out of the team. So, I think Anorthosis fans can be happy with how things are going, especially with the way the first part of the season was going. So, should be happy.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, they brought on Haralambos started again.
Yep.
We spoke about him the other week. They brought in Stefano Haralambo as well. Do you think we're going to see more and more youth players being given opportunities at Anorthosis now that they've got the embargo, and we don't know how long that's going to be, do we?
Yeah. So I would expect in the second part of the season, once the split happens, if Anorthosis don't get into the top 6, then I can see that happening for sure. Obviously, because there's a lot of players who have probably got appearance-based bonuses. So if you're not playing them, you're not gonna pay that appearance-based bonus. So that's where you're probably going to see more young players play for Anorthosis. Saying that, there is quite a few young players in that team that would be able to do a job, as has been proven a few times already when Anorthosis haven't gotten into the top 6.
Yep.
So I think it's worth getting them on the pitch now. Never mind later.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
Any news for either side?
Well, so this is Anorthosis and Nea Salamina. Who knew that I'd be bringing up Chico time? It's Chico time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there was going to be some ticketing issues between Nea Salamina and Anorthosis, as Anorthosis still owed 40,000 euros in fees for signing Chico Banza at the beginning of last season.
Oh.
Now, the deadline for resolving the issue before it went to tribunal was yesterday, and the clubs managed to sort it out between themselves. So Anorthosis have basically had to hand over the 40k in one go because Nea Salamina weren't going to agree to anything else. Now, that means that's one less footballing debt, albeit one of the smaller ones, I would think. That's one less footballing debt that the club has to deal with. It's one less thing that's holding the embargo down on the club, I think, as well. And it's another mess that Sandy has made that they managed to clean up. So only good news.
Yeah. Fazzo, do me a favor. Can you come out and then come back in again? Because I think you're lagging a little bit. So if you come out and come back in, and then I will surprise you with something.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, guys, Thasso's going to be back, but just to give you a bit of a heads up, as you guys know, Thasso does not like the Amevada song, the Dibi Die thing. I've got something that will wind him up even more. And I think this is going to be my next Dibi Die. So when he comes back, watch this. Check this. Hey, Thasso.
Hi.
Check this out.
Okay.
Well, I know you're not a fan of the Dibi Die. So I found something worse. Chico Banza twerking.
I said to you to not make me laugh, otherwise you're going to kill me live on air. Oh my god.
Cheers.
Oh my god. What the hell was that? What the hell was that?
Dibi Die version 2.
Oh,
that's what Chico Banza's been doing this whole time. Well, that's what he was doing over the Christmas break. Because on This Is Mappa Instagram, we follow him. Yeah. And I got an alert saying he's gone live. So I thought, let me see what he's doing. And then the moment he started dancing, I was like, you know what, he's going to do something outlandish. So I started recording it. And there you go.
That's a beautiful bit of something. That's for sure.
Absolutely. I think there's another word to describe it.
Yeah, that's for sure. It definitely is for Vero. Yeah. Yep.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh my god. So
Yeah.
there you go. There's your mate Chico Bantha.
And
Happy
and,
days.
and also, I think I'm back properly right now, aren't I?
Looks like it.
Seems to be
For
working
now.
okay, right?
For now, that's what more. You seem a-okay, my friend. A-okay.
All right.
Right. Shall we move
Next.
on?
Yes, let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. The next game, Abolon beats Paralimni by a goal to nil. Thaso, Hamburgeriago with the winner.
Yep.
Good victory for Abolon. Hard-fought victory for Abolon. Well earned.
Yes.
But unfortunately, it was marred by an injury to Malakidi.
Man, I saw this happen live, and I automatically just went, he's broken that. That's broken. The way his ankle twisted, it was basically doing this, but
Well, look, you
the
don't
wrong
have to
way.
explain. You don't have to explain because I
You've
have
got
it
it.
here for you. There you
Got
go.
it.
See, just for you.
No,
Just
it
for
was
you.
it was horrible when I saw it.
Yep. Not for the
How's-
faint-hearted.
yeah,
Not for the faint-hearted. It was one of those, you know what? I thought if it was any more of a right angle,
it would have gone.
yeah, it would have been a Henrik Larsson job again. I mean, look at this. There is.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah, not nice.
It's
Not
horrible.
nice at all.
Now, X-rays showed that there's not a break. However, there's severe ligament damage. So
Right.
it's going to take him out for a long time, regardless. I think.
Yeah.
Now, you'll know a bit more about what kind of length of time that's going to be. I would expect you to know a bit more what it's like.
I'm thinking 2 months.
Is that it?
Yeah, I'm thinking 2 months. It was the severity of the injury?
I don't know. They just Abolon said it was ligament damage. They didn't say.
Yeah, well, look, if it depends on the grade of the ligament damage as well. Because if they haven't said which grade it is, I mean, it looked bad. But I think he'll be all right for March, end of March, beginning of April.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Joe, I'm gonna stick my neck out and say mid-April he'll be back playing.
Okay, because I was thinking more like that's his season done. I was thinking
Possibly.
more
I don't know. I mean, I think but if Abolon don't get in the top 6, it would be a season done. But obviously, there's the cup as well. So
yeah,
yeah. There you go. Well, look, Georgia said 3 months. If there is deep bone bruising, probably happened to me years ago. There you go. It's ugly.
There was another injury that happened as well. This is Paralimni's goalkeeper Banayodu, who was playing because first choice goalkeeper Adebayo was suspended because of his red card. So he came off in the 7th minute due to injury as well. After a clash with an Abolon forward. I also needed a beer after I saw that happen live. I was like, but yeah. So the Paralimni goalkeeper needs surgery, so he's going to be out for a while, which is why Paralimni are now being rumored to be in for signing Banai.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right. That'll be a good move for both parties, to be honest. Highly experienced goalkeeper.
Yeah. Do you think Banai will be fine being number 2?
Difficult to say. He wasn't happy being number 3 at Omonia. So, you know. But at the same time, you could look, he's a Cypriot player.
Yeah.
For a start. He's got experience. And look, I like the goalkeeper. I like Adebayo. I like him. I think he's been one of the best goalkeepers in the league this season. And people are going to laugh at me. But if you look at his performances, he's been outstanding. What I will say is when you look at Banayi and his track record, and he's reliable. So the good thing for Barimni, in the high pressure games where they need more composure, he will do the job.
Yeah.
The thing is, do they have many Cypriot defenders?
Sean Ioannou. That's the one I can think of off the top of my head.
They got Christofi as well, Andreas Christofi.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
Yeah.
That's about it. So, I mean, does Manny speak English? I guess he does. I'm guessing he does.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But let's see.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
There's a couple of other things that happened during this game.
Was there?
Yeah. So, guys, when Malakidis went down injured, Sofroni decided to make substitutions. Now, for some reason, Abolon decided to continue playing, or they wanted to continue playing, and Sofroni lost his shit. As a result, the goalkeeper, Gun, decided to go down. He was the smart one. He went down because he knew that when the goalkeeper's down, the play has to stop completely, which gave him extra time. So he was Sofroni, obviously, losing his shit because his team was about to play on. Here we go. No, get down. He's saying to the goalkeeper, get down, get down. And then, moments later, Kyriakos Metagas was sent off. I don't even know what position he is as Barimni. I don't know whether he's an assistant or something, but someone was trying to convince the referee not to send him off. He was like, me? What have I done? Why are you sending me off? And the other guy was like, come on, go. I think the guy that was trying to calm him down was the guy that should have been sent off. And he's like, shit, don't send me off, ref. And then he got the red card. He was like, oh, it's not me.
Well, no,
it's not me.
Because the red card was coming out based off of who the fourth official was telling him to send off. That's why you see the referee kind of pause before he gives the red card, because he's waiting for the fourth official to go. That one.
Yeah.
Which also means, because of that, Barimni have reported the referee, which is another club who has complaints about the referees in the Prodafti.
Oh my god! Amazing, absolutely amazing. And a little side note: I made an edit of that incident there, and I dubbed it with some voices, and it's basically the guy that was talking to the referee at the beginning, saying, "Referee, please change your mind. Think about your decision. I'll pay for your dinner at a Barimni taverna." And the referee puts the red card up, and he goes, "Oh, maybe you like McDonald's then." And then the guy, goes, to him, he goes, "Why'd you send me off? I like McDonald's." Mate, it currently stands at 32,500 views on Instagram. Right there. 32,500.
Beautiful.
Bro, it's mad. In the last 30 days, we've got 143,000 views on Instagram. What is life? I thought 2024 was a fucking simulation. 2025, my goodness.
2025 is definitely a simulation, man. It's the way it started.
Yeah.
If it continues like this, we're going to need to do like 4 This Is Bad Pez a week.
Oh, for sure. Crying out loud, forget that.
Yeah.
Forget that. My God.
Let's go.
Right.
Yeah.
So, the next game. Well, there was a bit of transfer news for Abolon. They were rumoured to be signing Botsky, the former Buffalo left back. But he turned down the move, and apparently they're looking at Meluso from Buffalo. But again, ifs and buts. It's silly season. We're going to move on. On to the next game. So, Omonia went to IL. Let me start again. Omonia went to IL and absolutely pammed them 4-0. Irakovic gave Omonia the lead with contender for goal of the season, even though I think that there was a foul in the build-up. But anyway, I'm not going to complain. That is a worldie, an absolute worldie.
Fantastic goal.
Yep. Loizu made it 2, even though it was given as an own goal. Gagoli, wonderful work there. And Loizu with the finish. Gusula made it 3 from a corner kick. My God, Omonia scored from a corner. Unbelievable. Powerful header. And then Alium, who'd come off the bench, scored again in the 96th minute. He's become a bit of a super sub, even though the game was practically done. But what a finish, what a goal. And he's joint top scorer at Omonia. Thasso.
Yep.
Great win for Omonia. I'll utterly dog shit. Sorry. Terrible.
Yep.
Dog shit.
Yep. I think was it this game or was it the game before where I sent you a message saying Meluso. I think Meluso's days are numbered at IL.
Yeah.
Because that defensive midfield position for Chaz, the way he likes to line his teams up, that DM position, is very important.
Yeah.
And every time I've seen him touch the ball, it's either passing it back or passing it to the opposition.
Yeah.
And he's forced off the ball for such a bulky guy. He gets forced off the ball so easily as well.
Yeah. You know what it is? I see this guy and you can tell his brain is 2 steps ahead, but his feet are like 3 steps behind.
Yeah.
And, you know, he was partly to blame for Buffalo's first goal last weekend. Sorry, the weekend before.
Yeah.
And his performance against someone, look, he was overrun in the middle of the park. And all right, you can't say it's fully his fault. But at the same time, the amount of times he gave the ball away, and I'm talking about forward passes, not sideways or backwards. We're talking about forward passes. Omonia caught them on transition 80%, 90% of the time.
Yeah.
It was terrible. And if he's out the door, I don't think, you know, many IL fans will be complaining.
No, but that's why there's the rumours about IL getting hold of Mr. Morgan Brown instead, and he will be it'd be a massive upgrade in that position, I think.
Yeah,
definitely.
Although, look, Ike are interested in Morgan, the Swedish side, and I'll be 100% honest. I know where I'd rather go if I were Morgan.
Yeah.
And I think he would rather go there, to be honest. And let's get it right. When you look at the way that Valakari's move, which again we're gonna touch on, the way that the Valakari move transpired. Listen, it's a good league. It's a very good level. You know, Morgan will excel there 100%. I've got no doubts about it whatsoever. He's exactly the type of midfielder that would do well in that league. His range of passing is brilliant. He's shooting, tenacity. He loves to win the ball. You know what? And he looks Swedish as well. Sorry, Morgan.
Yep.
You look a little bit Swedish. You could pass off as a Morgan Brownson.
Yep.
Morgan Brownson.
Only thing that I will ask is make sure you get your passport sorted before you go.
Yeah.
Only thing that we ask of you is that. But yes, back to Omonia, because obviously it wasn't just IL being terrible; it was also Omonia playing some very good football.
Yeah.
My favorite guy, Alium. It really hurts me that he plays for Omonia, because it's a good thing that you did the laugh like Nelson from The Simpsons. But you know, there's that bit in The Simpsons where Marge keeps talking about potatoes, and the kids ask her why she keeps talking about potatoes, and she goes, "I just think they're neat." It's the same for me. I just think Alium's neat. He's neat.
Yeah,
he's neat. Yeah. I mean, I'm not the only one that likes him. My friend at Football Cypriota, you know, the Portuguese account that talks about Cypriot football. Brazilian. He's Brazilian. No, he's Brazilian. He's not Portuguese, he's Brazilian. He speaks Portuguese.
He said it, not me.
No. Anyway, he did some research on Alium's goals. And out of the 9 goals Alium has scored for Omonia altogether, 4 of them have been in the 96th minute. So he just likes scoring in the 96th minute.
Yeah.
It's like he
waits. The clock.
He waits for the clock to hit 95:01.
It's goal o'clock, baby.
Yeah. Now, some IL news.
Yes. Some good news for them for once.
Yes. And the good news is that they can finally register Yigal Becker, so their backup goalkeeper. They were unable to do so in the summer due to the amount of foreign players that they brought in. Now, however, they've registered Becker, which means there's a foreign player leaving, obviously. There's a foreign player that hasn't been registered. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
And there's also some Omonia news as well.
Oh God. Oh no.
Omonia versus the referees again. But
More
this
statements than fucking wins.
But this time the statement's a bit more measured because they got the press officer to actually write the statement. What's his name? Dimitriou.
Andrea. Yeah.
Yeah. So in essence, he states that they've made a request to the Cyprus FA to have foreign referees for the rest of their games this season and for the FA to pay the cost of this. So he made reference that the Cyprus FA do that for the second phase of games, of the Group A games anyway. But Omonia want a foreign referee. They want a foreign referee for every single Omonia game until the end of the season. Now, I'm like, Omonia have every right to ask for that. What I will say is that's not going to solve the problem because the problem isn't just Cypriot referees. Every single league in the world has this problem with their referees. You've got the Premier League every week. There's somebody complaining about a referee decision and how it's how to disgrace. You've got it happening in La Liga. You've got it happening in Germany, in Italy, all the time. It's not just in Cyprus. It's just that because this is Cyprus and the island is small and the league is small, we're all about having a go at the Cypriot referees, like we do to the players. And then the teams all end up buying foreign players instead of Cypriot players. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about any more of that because the last time I spoke about this for a long time, I got absolutely panned for it. That's all I've got to say on the matter.
Well, I would have a say on the matter, but I speak about it every time when I do the members area stuff for Omonia fans. So I'm not going to go into it. Really not going to go into it because if I start, I'm not going to stop, and it's really not worth anyone's time.
Okay.
Unless you're paying, because I'm more vocal, very vocal. So it is worth paying for. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Go on.
I'm not going to do it for free. Anyway. Shall we move on?
Yeah, let's go.
Right. Ike. No, you guys. Sorry, I thought it was Ike. So, yeah, you lot beat Omonia Gossinia 4-0. I'll let you do the talking for this one. I didn't really watch your game. So sorry.
Yeah. No, it was a good game. First goal, Gochos, rising highest. Quintia grabs a goal as well. The second one. Cable Net were half asleep when Dasos Donis scored an absolute banger. 3 minutes later, it's like when you hear the commentary and the highlights, he just goes, Donis takes a shot. It's a goal. That's basically his reaction. And you see the goal, and it's another one that's like contender for the season. But yeah, and then Drazic finishes off the goal scoring to make it 4-0. But yeah, it was a great game for me to watch. I loved watching it, especially towards the last 10 minutes, because Jimenez just went absolutely wild with the substitutions. So Quintia came off because he got injured, so he had to play Vitor Mir. Gatirgis came on, Maioli came on, Sachas came on. Meyer started the game and finished the game as well. So in the middle of the park, it was absolute chaos. Every time a midfielder got hold of the ball, it was just surging towards the 2-1 Too Furious goal, especially with Abanya in there as well. It was a joy to watch. Now, again, it is the team bottom of the table, but the fact that it wasn't put it out on the wing and then pump it into the box. There was a lot of play going down the middle, a lot of work by Meyer and Donis as well, cutting in inside. Yeah, very, very, very good performance, albeit against bottom of the table side. And the big test is going to be this weekend instead, to see whether or not whatever is being planned is actually working. But yeah.
Faso, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
You have a player who I don't think is getting the respect he deserves.
Go on.
Drazic.
Drazic is very good. I'm very happy with Drazic. And it's a shame that he was kind of like a second thought, because Beatriz was trying to get El Arabi, couldn't get El Arabi, so he went for his second option, which was Drazic, and then El Arabi ended up getting signed as well, which is why Drazic is getting screwed, because he's not registered to play in the Conference League, because you're only allowed to register a certain amount of foreign players, because you also have to register a certain amount of players who trained in the team prior to their 21st birthday. So Drazic was one of the players that was cut short, which is an absolute shame.
Yeah.
Now,
I look at this player and he's coming. Obviously, El Arabi is not the number one guy. Sorry, El Arabi is the number one guy. He's not the number one guy, Drazic, right? He's coming. And I remember his first couple of games, he was missing chance after chance. And we're like, there's something about him. He's getting in the right positions, but he's not finishing his dinner. But I tell you what, the work rate, the physicality, what he brings to your team is something different. And as I said, I don't think he gets the credit he deserves, man. He's and you know what? He's come up with some important goals as well, man.
Yeah. I mean, if you have a look at the goal scoring charts, he's only one goal behind El Arabi. El Arabi's got 9. Drazic
and
is 8.
El Arabi takes the penalties.
Yeah, and El Arabi takes the penalties. So, yeah, Drazic has been very, very good. I suspect now that Sotirio's coming as well, it's going to be El Arabi dropping to the bench and Sotirio and Drazic probably either being 2 up front or alternating, with El Arabi coming on in the last 10-15 minutes to bag goals, like he's been doing anyway. Like the goals he's been scoring them in the last 10-15 minutes of games anyway. Yep. It's just that it's better to have him on at that time and have him as a fresh pair of legs, because again, he's 37 years old. He shouldn't be playing almost 2 full games of football a week at 37 years old. Yeah. I don't care how good you are, you shouldn't be doing that. Now, apart from that, there's a couple of decisions that I don't like that seem to keep happening. And it's not just Jimenez that makes that decision. It is also Sapinto who was making that decision as well. And
playing Chebak.
There you go. There it is.
I was just a guess. It was just a guess. It was just a guess. I promise.
There it is. And he got injured in today's cup game. So.
Oh, don't do that.
No.
Don't do that.
No.
Don't do that. You naughty
also,
boy.
No, but also. No. Yeah. So. Now, news. There's news. I'll do the Omonia to Furious news first. They've released a couple of players. Andreas Artemiou, he played 52 times for Rome. He's now signed for Asilisis. And Fabinho has been released as well. The player signed in January 2024, played 17 times for the club, scoring 7 goals, mostly in their promotion push. and Stell interviewed him this summer for This Is Mappa. But yeah, he's been released, and instead they've signed Darly Nlandu, is a French central midfielder. Went through the Lille academy, signing on loan to Muscron and Afranche, prior to signing for NK Radomje in 2022. He has 121 appearances with 5 goals and 4 assists. I'm not sure what the other guys you've got there is. That Artemio fella, the one on the left.
You don't know who that is?
You've got Fabinho, you've got
Yeah.
Darly and Landu.
Yeah.
Who's the other guy?
Okay, I'll give you a clue. He used to play for Omonia.
Yeah.
Then he went to, I think, Olympiacos.
Oh, is it Zefkis?
There you go. See?
Yeah. Yeah,
He's
so
gone to,
Zefkis was already there, I think. He went on loan to Doxa, or he was on loan somewhere, and then they brought him back.
well, I don't know. It says it back in green, so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brought him back.
Yeah. They signed him after he finished with Olympiacos,
There you
and
go.
then he went on loan somewhere.
To Doxa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they brought him back. But yeah. Yes.
I'll tell you a quick story.
Go on.
Now, a few years ago, we're talking when he was still at Omonia, I had a call from an agent out there. I'm not going to say the guy's name. And he was trying to get the lad over to England for a League Two team. He wanted to get him out here for a League Two team because apparently he has a British passport. That was according to the agent. Again, I don't know how true that is. But he wanted to get him out here. But obviously, because playing for Omonia's academy wasn't, enticing enough for lower league clubs in England, it didn't happen. But the lad has always had something about him. I just think he's been unlucky. You know what? He's been unlucky to be at Omonia around about the time when, Gagoli was breaking through. Then you had all these other young players, like even Sava, who's now gone to the United States and all that. He's a good little player. So I just think that he's one of those footballers where he's kind of been lost a little bit because of circumstances that have been beyond his control. He's not a bad player at all.
Yeah.
I just think he's been unlucky with the competition for places in the position that he plays in, like for the clubs that he's been at, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe Yannick can tell us more because he knows him better. So, yeah.
Well, didn't somebody do a write-up on him for the website?
Someone did do a write-up on the NC Network website, yeah, in the summer.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Now,
yes.
quick Abolon news, because it's
Yes.
not a major Abolon news, because we'll leave that for after. But we've got Cipriano has left the club on loan. He's gone to Esporte Club Juventude for the 2025 season in Brazil, not Portugal, in Brazil. A good move, I think, for the player and the clubs, where he can come back ready to get thrown into the first team if he's performed well enough, and Juventude haven't paid for him outright, because there's a really good player there, and one that's better than Petrovic.
Yep.
I will bang my fist on the table. I'm not going to do it here because it's not going to sound great, but yeah.
It's not going to sound great. You're not banging hard enough.
There you go. Did you hear it?
Yes.
All right. There you go. So yeah. But good luck to him, and hopefully he comes back and he does a good job.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, the other quick thing is that the Journalists Association held their awards, their yearly awards tonight, and Now, the awarding of these was announced like a month or so ago, right? But tonight they actually gave the awards out. And Team of the Year 2024 was given to Paphos.
Yep.
Right.
There we
Now,
go.
yes. Now, in response, Abuel have put out a post on social media basically going, no. In essence, they said, the club was champions of Cyprus for the 29th time, a national record. They've got the largest amount of points ever collected in the Conference League, which again, national record. A Super Cup winner, national record, who they beat Bafor to get. They beat Bafor 4 times in 2024, who were the Cyprus Football Writers Association preferred winner of the best team in 2024. And then they said, truly a shame for an institution that in previous years was a testament to objectivity.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
I mean,
Okay.
so sour. Guys, so sour. Is that really a thing to complain about? Oh, you didn't give me the award.
Okay, listen. Let's get it right. I'm gonna try and get my facts here because a few days ago, the Cyprus Editors Union got involved in a situation that we're going to discuss later on, and they basically said all the Somalia need to let journalists do their jobs, and journalists aren't treated fairly, and they shouldn't be ridiculed, and they shouldn't be slandered by clubs, nor should they be attributed club or other ulterior motives. So this is in response to something else we're going to discuss later. But it just seems to me that Abuel have kind of had a sneaky little shot at the end of that sentence where they had a pop at the journalists for their objectivity. A couple of days after the Writers' Union have come up with, well, stop picking on us.
Yeah.
They're like, well, just be objective. Now, shall we discuss this situation? Shall we discuss the award?
Should we do it? The actual award? Or
yes,
what?
Discuss it. No, the award. Let's discuss the award, bro.
Yeah.
Because this is going to be fun.
Listen, it's an award that they already announced the winners for 6 weeks ago. Yeah. If there really was a problem, then they would have put a post out 6 weeks ago, being
or
like,
maybe they were just waiting for the ceremony to put it out.
Why?
Because if they put out the statement at the time, it wouldn't have overshadowed Buffer's achievement. You not realize why they've done it. They're being very smart. They waited until the ceremony for Buffer to get the award, and they go, no. This is how we feel about it. They've waited. They know exactly what they're doing, man.
Yeah.
Good on them. Good on them.
They do know exactly what.
Good on them.
The thing is,
I love it.
No, but that's it. It's real petty.
I love it,
especially with all the problems that the team is facing at the moment. This is
what problems?
The smallest. This is the smallest thing to complain about.
What problems? What problems? Your club doesn't have problems. Doesn't have problems. Okay, let's discuss whether or not Buffer deserved it.
I think Buffer deserved it.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's their first trophy. It's their first trophy.
The awards.
Yeah. No, not the award. They won their first trophy. It's like, the what in 2023 they would have given it to Ari, right? Because Gim Moda Aris, yeah.
Yeah, but Ari won the league.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was the first time they'd won the league.
Yeah, so
Yeah. So
that's irrelevant. That's
It's the
irrelevant.
first time.
Irrelevant.
It's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant.
So
For
you're
me, it's
thinking.
irrelevant.
Okay, so you're thinking that that Abuel is correct and that the journalists have picked Bafor on purpose.
No,
Yabika.
I think. Excuse me. I think Abolon are correct in saying that they should have been awarded the best team of the year. They
But
won the league title.
Yeah, but it's done on voting, right? It's done on
It's done on voting
between the journalists.
Between the journalists. Okay.
Yeah. So, I think I saw a post somewhere where they actually put the results of the votes, and Bafor were first. Who do you think was second? Because it wasn't Abuel. Who do you think was second?
Ike.
No.
Ari?
No.
Don't tell me Omonia.
The Ethnikos.
What?
Hold on, I'll find it. I'll find it and I'll send it to you.
No.
Yeah.
Brother.
Yeah.
Brother. Nah.
Brother.
The Cyprus national team was voted second best.
Brother.
Nah.
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it and I'll send it to you.
Did Ketspire claim anything? Listen, I'm just gonna say this now, right? Bafor won the cup. All right, fair enough. But they played Olympiacos, Salamina, Abolon, and Omonia on the way to winning the cup. Yeah. Abolon won the league title, bro. They won the league title.
Okay, so I was wrong about the Ethnikos. It's still an Ethnikos andron, but in Anorthosis gymnastiki. You know, when they went to the Olympics and didn't win anything. It's there. Can you see that?
Bro, random. Okay.
And then
the Olympic team.
Yeah. And then fourth, Omonia volley. Fifth, Anorthosis handball. And sixth, get out of Nostrovolu basket.
Listen, you're just deflecting because you know I'm right. You're just deflecting because you know I'm right.
No, I'm not. I'm deflecting because what a bloody piece of crap to complain about.
No. You're deflecting again. Bafor did not deserve to win Team of the Year. I don't care what anyone says. They didn't deserve it. Didn't deserve it. Where did they finish in the league, by the way? Fifth.
Yeah.
Fifth. They finished fifth in the table. Over the course of 36 games, they finished fifth in the table and they won the cup, and they won Team of the Year by the sports writers.
Yeah, they did.
It's a joke. They beat Salamina and Olympiacos on the way, beat Abolon, and then Omonia in the final. They beat one team.
You can only beat what's in front of you.
Yeah, and your team won the league title.
Yes, they
did. And by the way, I know what you're going to say is Bafor's first ever league trophy, but that was your first league title in 5 years. No. Sports writers, you fucked up. Sorry.
Who thought that we'd be arguing this way around?
Pedro, because apparently I'm an Abolon fan.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, God.
Right.
Well, we're going to go into that, Gulli. Don't worry, bro. Don't worry about
we
it.
are going to go into that. We're leaving.
We're going to go into it. We're going to go into that. We're going to go.
Yeah.
Listen, can I just bring? Can I just I want to lower the tone a little bit. I'm sorry I have to do this.
Go on.
But I think it's very important that we do shed some light on things because, you know, we do live in a fucked up world. And for those of you who don't know, up until, was it 23, I want to say, 22, 23, there was a league in the UK called the Goba League. And it was basically a lot of Cypriot and a few Turkish teams and maybe some Greek teams in this league. It was going on for years, wasn't it, Thasso? I mean, we're talking maybe the 60s and 70s. I don't know how long. It was going for a long time. And it was a big Cypriot community thing. And it wasn't just Cypriots playing. You had players from all over the UK. You had black players. You had Indian players. You had everyone. And everyone knew each other through this Goba League. And it became a pretty big community. All right, there was a lot more corruption in the Goba League than there was in the Rathlima, to be honest. But I saw a news article today, and it kind of took me back. Not in like, oh, it took me back to the good old days, because I wasn't really involved in that community, but it was like, this is so close to home, and it is petrifying as a parent to see stories like this, knowing that this happened literally on your fucking doorstep. And there was a guy, it was a shameless, disgusting human being who hopefully will get their comeuppance. That was part of the Goba League. He was part of the Abolon UK board. And this, I'm going to just bring it up, this website. It's from the Bedfordshire Police. Life sentence for a sex offender. A man who groomed a young girl by giving her art supplies and taking her on day trips before raping her has been sentenced to life imprisonment. John Angeli, 60, was found unanimously guilty of 12 charges, including, can I use the R word on YouTube? I don't know. Including assault by, loads of stuff. Loads of stuff. He groomed the girl, and it's absolutely disgusting. And I'm sorry to bring this up, but, you know, we need to talk about stuff like this sometimes because, you know, it's beyond unacceptable. And when you read the article, it's just, it's chilling, it's disgusting. And to think that this person is affiliated with our community is absolutely disgusting. And as I said, I hope he gets what he deserves in the nick. Absolutely disgusting. And more, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Bedro says I can't use the R word. Well, I used it once, I think. Might be able to. And it's almost an hour in. But yeah, absolutely disgusting. And again, sorry we had to bring it up. I had to bring it up. But, you know, it is relevant. And it is, in fact, to be honest, it's a good segue to something that we're going to discuss later on with, pass. Yeah. But anyway.
Right. Yeah. So, next game.
Next game. Yes. Next game. AEK beats Salamina by 2-0. Faraj giving them the lead before Antosh did what Antosh does sometimes, getting himself sent off for, I don't know, catching the ball outside the box, I guess.
Yeah.
Aitor made it 2-0. And had it not been for the substitute Salamina goalkeeper, who looks about 10 years old, to be honest, it would have been more. Thasso.
Well, I mean, to be fair, you lose you go down to 10 men after 18 minutes, you're going to have a problem, aren't you?
And when you're a goal down as well.
Yeah. I mean, Lesiak's didn't exactly cover himself in glory with that goal either.
No, he didn't.
No. But
But Faraj always has a beating on him. It's happened so many times over the years.
Yep. And that Salamina goalkeeper, if you look it up, I think he's only 19. So the fact that you said you're right, he was about that age. But yeah,
And he did well though, man.
Yeah.
He did, especially second half. if you watch the highlights in full, some of the saves that he made, then you're thinking, you know, he's got something about him. Again, we seem to be breeding a lot of good goalkeepers. That's all.
Yeah, but
Only one can play.
It's only one can play. But yeah, listen, if Melissas is out and Antosh is obviously going to be suspended, then he's going to get he's going to get to start a couple of games, isn't he?
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, keep an eye out for him. But yeah, that I don't know what Antosh was doing, man. just decided to go grab. Oh, I'm going to go grab the ball.
I love the way he catches it and then he goes inside the box and he looks around as if to say, "I made it."
Yeah.
No.
No, you didn't.
You didn't.
You did not make it. Yeah.
Oh, mate, can you imagine if it was Squid Games? He'd be done. He'd be done. Don't put Antosh in the Squid Games. Green light. Red light. Sorry.
Oh dear.
Salamina news.
Salamina news. They've signed Cameroonian forward Serge Tabeku. So I've got a list of clubs. So this is a 28-year-old, right? This is the amount of clubs that he's played for previously.
We've got a better hairline than him, by the way.
I know, right? Right. So we've got Abehes in Cameroon, La Gantoise in Belgium, CS Sedan in France, OH Leuven in Belgium, Union Saint-Galloise, Muskron, Manisa in Turkey, Liège, QD Hainu in China.
You're just making it up.
Al-Bukiria in Saudi.
You're making these names up.
You for this last one. This is where he was playing before he signed for Salamina. Are you ready?
Go on.
So it's a team in China called Chongqing. Wait, no, I'm not done. Chongqing Tonglianglong. Chongqing Tonglianglong.
Chongqing on Akuba.
Chongqing on Akuba. Yes.
What was the first Chinese team you mentioned?
QD Hainu. I'll spell it. QD Hainu. QD Hainu.
Say it again. Say it again.
QD Hainu. Right. I've lost Stell.
I can't. You say it with such infliction. I love it.
QD Hainu.
Who's behind me?
But do you want me to spell? and then it's Al-Bukiria, right?
You will kill me. You will kill me.
In Saudi.
I'm sorry. You're making these names up. You're making these names up. I don't care.
And then Chongqing Tonglianglong.
Oh, fucking hell. I'm dead.
CHONGQING. Yeah.
You're killing everyone. You're killing everyone.
Chongqing, right? And then TONGLIANG
You're making it up.
You're making it up. Tonglianglong.
Nah, piss off. Piss off. Piss off.
Right. Anyway.
Turn tight.
Anyway, even playing for QD Hainu, Al-Bukiria, and Chongqing Tonglianglong, he's only scored 39 goals in 274 games.
And now Salamina sounds so normal in comparison. So why'd you sound like a Samsung ringtone? Oh, you
This is
lot
not what I thought we were spending a lot of we were going to spend a lot of time on. Shall I do it one more time?
No.
No?
No.
No, okay.
No. No.
Chongqing
You lot-
Tonglianglong.
This particular episode has to be the greatest in history. I thought the one when we had Kojo on, where we had Teledexila, I thought
Yeah.
that was the top one.
No,
This has overtaken it.
this is going
It's
in the real.
overtaken it.
Kudi Hainu. It's right there. Al Bukirya.
You're making it up. I'm telling you.
I'm
You're
not,
making it
it's
up.
right there.
Name me one player.
Right. Shall we move on?
There are people watching us, probably with their families, and they're just like, these guys are utter fucking
Yeah.
losers. Someone said Thusso, his crew is losing. I'm telling you, he's glitching.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like this is factory reset Thusso. He was created in China.
Yeah, this is 2025 isn't a simulation. I am.
You know what? It's funny you say that because I had let's shall we say a media device that I used to watch football with, and I unplugged it for a few months, and I plugged it in again, and it just reset to factory settings, and everything was in Chinese. This is you. Since you come back from your illness, you just gone back to factory reset.
Yeah, Kudi Hainu.
Lucy, is that you? See, Andrea's hearing all sorts of stuff, man. All sorts of stuff. Anyway, let's move on because
Yeah, let's
we've
move on.
done an hour and 6 minutes and we haven't finished the review. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. All right. Move it on. We've got one more game. I've got one more game. Yes. The new Derby of Cyprus. Ari beats Buffer by a 1-0. And Nikolic scored the winner. But Buffer had a few opportunities at the beginning before going a goal behind. And Vanna Alves was undoubtedly the man of the match because some of the saves that he made, especially second half, kept Ari in this game. And Ari are now level on points with the best team in Cyprus of 2024.
Yep. That's it. That's exactly it. But yeah.
Andres is boring.
Baffo probably complained that they didn't get a penalty towards the end of the game as well. But I ended up watching it back, and it looked like I don't know. Did you end up watching this game or not?
No.
So basically, they had two penalty shouts come up at almost at the same time, and then I watched it back in slow motion, and you basically see so. Goldar has got an Irish defender kind of marking him, and he's not holding him or anything. He's kind of got his arms around him like this.
Okay.
And then he moves his arms back after the ball gets cleared, and Goldar just goes. So I don't know what made him do that. And then the second.
I don't know what made you do that.
Well. I tell you, this flu has done something to me. You're right. Something's gone on. Kudi Hainu. Anyway, so yeah, Ari get the win. Makes the title race a bit more interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah,
bit more interesting.
It does.
Because with Ari winning and Bafor losing. Bafor were the only team in that top 7 top 7 that did not win their game.
Yep.
So everybody in the 6 places below them got 3 points on them for that. Yeah.
Yep.
So there you go.
Excellent. Well, mate, I want to bring back this award ceremony thing that we spoke about, because to Buffer's credit, they've gone with a movie theme with their social media recently, haven't they? Because in the
Yep.
build up to the Ari Cup game, they did the whole Back to the Future thing and
Yep.
whatever. They've just put out a post this evening on their Instagram from the awards ceremony, and they've somehow managed to make Jaro look like Denzel Washington.
My man.
Yep. But what I like even more is the brass band behind him.
Yep. That's they've got a thing going on there. Yeah. Having Mario Elia in
Okay. No, wait. I'll tell you what, let's do something better here, right?
on.
Why don't you read out what is said in the caption and I'll do the music from the band.
Okay. Bafos FC proudly received recognition at the prestigious 52nd Cyprus Sports Writers Union Excellence Awards as the top men's team for 2024. In addition, our players received awards for their achievements and records during the calendar year of 2024. Golden Boot.
Oh, I can't anymore.
Okay, I'm just thinking. You can't put Mario Celia in there because he got that award while playing for a different team.
See, they're scamming their way to these awards now.
And here's the other reason why I don't really care about the award that these journalists were giving out, because the journalists don't know what they're talking about, because Valentin Roberge was in the team of the year. And what's he done?
He follows us on Instagram. That's why.
Ah, okay. All right. We love Valentin Roberge. But what has he done this year to deserve? Pedro is correct with his comment. He says, you two need pills
Tablets.
tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, they've given you something that's expired.
2024 is expired, bro. We're back with 2025 with our brass band.
2025. Ooh. Now, some news.
Now.
Some news for Bafo is that Simo Valakari has joined.
Only Valakari. Simo is his dad. Yes, Valakari's dad has joined. Oh, guys.
Oni Valakari has joined San Diego.
I'll bring it back up now. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Oni Valakari has joined San Diego FC. Finally confirmed by both clubs. San Diego, so he's gone on loan with an option to buy. According to Bafos posts about the transfer, the MLS side have paid a substantial loan fee to secure the player's services. So there you go. As if they didn't have enough cash, there's some more.
Yes.
Yeah. Good luck to him, though. He's going to do very well over there, I think.
Absolutely.
Big step up.
Right. Let's hope I've got the league table. If I don't have the league table, then I'm going to... There we go.
There it is. There it is. Do you want to do it while I have a coughing fit?
Yeah, go on. Okay. So, Ari and Buffer level on points 43, but Ari are top based on head-to-head. Ajax sits in third place on 37 points, 6 points behind Buffer and Ari. Then you have Omonia in fourth on 35 points. Upwell, fifth, 32. Then you got Abolon, sixth on 28. But just behind them, Anorthosis, 27 points. Ethnikos, 8th on 22. Then you got Gim Moda, AL in 10th. Not a good season for them. Omonia Aradipus sliding down the table, but they are still 4 points ahead of Barim in the first relegation spot. Then you have now Salamina on 11 points. There's only 1 point between Salamina and Barim. And then Omonia Kosenya on 7 points. Rock bottom, 1 win. minus 23 goal difference. I mean, it's the same as Salamina, so I don't know who's worse off there. In fact, they both got the same amount of goals scored and conceded. So there you go. That is the league table. That's all is back.
Yes, I'm still alive. Right.
Yes,
Yeah. Now,
Hmm.
now that we've done that,
yes.
let's actually talk about the big news this week.
Big news.
Yeah, and that is Bambo has left FC Tel Aviv in Georgia. There you go, guys. All right. Good pod.
A week after we name our new head coach.
Yeah.
For the national team.
So,
Great.
All right, that's it. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. See you next week. Bye.
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 We've got to talk about this. Let's call it an interesting set of events that unfolded over the last few days in Cypriot football, and especially in regards to my club and the illegal activities that they were doing over the last few years.
Many years.
Yeah. So it looks like the government, well, it doesn't look like, the government has opened a criminal case against, well, not just Abolon, but all the clubs that owe money to the taxman, but they're just starting with Abolon because Abolon are the ones that owe the most. So not just in tax, but in particular, they've not been paying into the social security fund. Yeah. To the tune of 2.3 million euros, something like that.
Yep. Well,
if I remember correctly.
Yeah, 2.3 million euros, but the figure was kind of inflated by a certain Minister of Labour.
Yes. So I'll get to that bit. So the only clubs that do not owe money to the government are, according to Ethnikos, who did the expose, are Spartakos Gidiou, who lost 7-0 to Omonia last night.
Yep.
And AEK Larnaca.
Ah.
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody else owes money to the taxman. Now, this is all due to the COVID pandemic. But yeah, not paying into the social security fund. That's an Abolon issue. Now, the Minister of I call him Minister of Work. What do you call him? Minister of
Labour.
Minister of Labour, Yannis Panayiotou, actually name-checked Abolon in a statement as they were preparing themselves to go to court over this.
Yeah.
And that caused a big fire in itself, as anonymity during criminal proceedings is a right for entities in Cyprus, regardless of how anonymous you can be when you know it's Abolon and things get reported in the papers. Regardless, there's supposed to be a sense of anonymity when things are being reported on this. However, for some reason, the Minister of Labour decided to release a statement to be like,
on national radio.
Yeah, to be like, yeah, we're going after Abolon. So, now, obviously, Abolon, in their rights to, well, not in their rights to obviously do what they did to have to go through the court proceedings in the first place. However, in their right to produce a statement after Yannis Panayiotou, when, we're going after Abolon, they released a statement calling him out on it. Not only that, but the President of the Republic also came out and said, yeah, he shouldn't have done that. Now, the day after, the minister had to issue a second statement where he said the fans of a specific club, inverted commas, yeah, because now they're fucking anonymous, yeah. Fans of a specific club attacked him and his family on social media after the club's announcement, and he basically blamed them for the negative reaction. Now, two things from me on that. No one should be harassed online or otherwise. There shouldn't be any harassment. Second thing, the fans would have come after you anyway, regardless of what the club would have put out, because you badmouthed their club. That's just the nature of Cypriot football as it is. Now, because the whole situation's been played out in front of everyone now, means the court case, instead of starting, I think it was supposed to start yesterday or today.
Yesterday, yeah.
Yeah. Because of this whole thing, they've had to delay the court case now until March. Now, in the meantime, Apoel fans have been posting to each other on social media about this post that an alleged post that Yannis Panayiotou did a while back when Omonia won the league, which was like Omonia Laos Prodathlima, you know, that business. To be like, oh, look at him, he's an Omoniadi. That's why he's going. That's why he tried to put Apoel in the shitter. Not the fact that they didn't pay 2.3 million euros of social contributions that they were supposed to do, which were social contributions on salaries that they also hadn't paid. But anyway, let's not talk about that, because that's obviously not the serious thing. We've got to talk about the minister bringing up Apoel. Anyway, now, yeah, apparently this guy is an Omonia fan, right? The thing is, he's either a really stupid Omonia fan or he's a very clever Apoel fan. Now, here's my thinking is, look what's been happening to Apoel all season, right? A large enough minority of the fans have been starting to question Petridis and his decisions around the club, right? The club hasn't been performing well in the league. The signings up to a certain point haven't been performing well. The club's not been doing well, except for in Europe. They've been performing okay. And then what Yannis Panayiotou has done is, one, is delayed the court case 2 months down the line, which means it's 2 months down the line where Petridi can go ask his friends, in inverted commas, to provide the funds to help him pay off the social fund contributions that he hasn't paid, that he was supposed to. And two, what he's done is he's brought everybody together and kind of made the same kind of mentality that the club had last season when they won the league. So, two more things from me, right? One, I agree with the club going through the judicial processes they have to go through as a board of directors and a limited company. They are allowed a certain amount of anonymity. Now, but the crux of the matter is that the club made no efforts previously to pay off the debt owed to the government. The fact that it's related to social security payments also confirms that Petridis, in the first instance, has been lying to the fans, and that's the worst thing he can do, because as soon as he loses those fans, he's gone. Now, I'll go back to what he said on the Orange Legacy podcast he was on 13 months ago.
Oh,
he said the money the club owes is either owed to individuals on the board of directors or entities friendly to Apoel and Petridis. So You've got 2.3 million euros of social funds, and I think it's 4 million in back taxes as well, right? So that's
Yeah,
more than
4.3.
10.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, so that's more than 10% of what was owed, or at least what they're saying is owed,
Mm.
which is owed to the government. Yeah, the government's not going to be. You can argue the government's friendly to Abuel. They're not anymore, are they? They're coming after him.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I seem to remember your president a couple of years ago saying it doesn't matter who the government is, Abolon's going to be the government.
Yeah, yeah. Until they until they put him in jail and throw away the key, Abuel will still be the government. He just won't be there.
Mm. Maybe.
Donkey. Anyway,
Listen, what I will say about this whole situation, in fact, is actually got nothing to do with the case itself. It's to do with the social media backlash and all the criticism the guy's received following his thing. For me, what I would like to see, go back to an Anchorman reference, right? Do you remember the scene where all the news reporters get together and they have a massive war?
yeah,
I'd like to see the Upwall fans on social media versus the Swifties versus the Beyonce fans versus the wrestling fans. That would be the greatest battle in history. Forget about
oh, he's muted himself. Forget about what?
and then forget about all the other wars and all the great battles.
Yeah,
That would be the greatest. Upwall fans against Swifties. Come on.
yeah. It really the whole situation is, again, it's been played into Abuel's hands, and they managed to get a delay to the court case when they weren't even expecting it. So they've managed to find a reprieve for a couple of months while they try to find the funds that they need to pay, which probably will be just make the team beat Celje in the next round of the Conference League.
So we basically have to talk about this again in 2 months' time. Lovely. Great. Cheers.
Yep, and we'll have to keep talking about it because after they go after Abuel, they're going to go down the list.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's
Yep.
next, Arthur? What's next?
Well, I think this is the one where you're going to talk a bit.
We're not spinning the wheel.
No, there's nothing.
There's
There's
nothing
nothing
today.
special. There's
Nothing.
nothing special
Okay,
this
fine.
week.
Nothing.
So
Okay.
I think
Fair fucks.
we'll
Okay.
we'll do
Pass corner then. Let's
Yeah.
do our friends pass corner. And as you guys know, the Players Union are doing some incredible things. And Spiro Neofitidi spoke to Sport FM about a complaint filed by a female footballer regarding sexual harassment. He stated there's been no public confrontation on the matter, and the issue has been reported to the Cyprus Sports Organisation and the CFA. PAS are actually waiting for guidance and will proceed with a complaint if deemed necessary. Now, the president of GAR has been contacted, and mechanisms have been activated to protect the complainants. I can never get that word right. So basically, the person making the complaint or the accusation is being protected, their identity, which is fine. It's absolutely fine. And he said that the CFA have publicly responded to this specific inquiry, and PAS plan to present specific details, which I think were yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Spiro is basically saying, you ain't going to cover this up because we are going to really go balls deep on this. Pardon the pun. Pardon the pun. Now, another story, which, that's Spiro, sorry. Another story, an interesting one to those who aren't aware. We have FC Sion and Cyprus national team midfielder Elena Aristodimou. Aristodimou? Aristodimou. It is Aristodimou, isn't it? Yeah. Right. So basically, she has highlighted several issues within the women's game in Cyprus, such as kits, challenges endured when traveling abroad for the national team, and lack of progress over the years. And she put this out on her Instagram. So yeah, she says, taking advantage of recent events in Cyprus, it's more than obvious that women's football here lacks attention and support it deserves from the federation. The players show up and give their all, but how can we truly perform as a professional level, at a professional level without proper backing? It's incomprehensible for the Cyprus League and has had only 6 teams for 3 consecutive seasons, and now it's just 4 teams before the season ends. And if you go on her Instagram, you can read the rest of that. But she's really come out with some damning stuff, which hopefully the Cyprus FA pay attention to. Now, there's one more story from this one, and it is, let me just get my notes up, it is the players of Gim Moda. The ladies have been on strike for a month, as you guys probably remember from last week. They've refused to train due to unfulfilled promises from the management, with most not receiving any pay since the season began. Now, team captain Yoda Ioannou highlighted the difficult conditions they faced, including financial issues and lack of support. Now, here's the thing. She gave an interview, and this is, I mean, there's a lot that she said, but the first paragraph is pretty much, so she goes, we started the championship as a new team, a new club with a new president. We signed some papers with the president, agreements that included our salaries until the contracts were finalized. Unfortunately, we do not have those papers. It's funny that didn't pass talk about that the other week, which we regret not securing. However, the initial president stepped down in mid-September, and the current president took over. The former president made baseless promises, and there was essentially no proper team structure. Now, to give you an idea, at the start of the season, the foreign players were staying in a hotel, but the hotel management eventually stopped allowing them to stay. The new president settled the outstanding payments to the hotel and then rented rooms for the players. He addressed those issues by paying out his own pocket. Later, he informed us that he wanted to renegotiate agreements. At some point, the president brought in a technical director who discussed our salaries again, but we saw no progress on contracts. I must also mention that while the foreign players were paid, albeit with delays, at some point, they also went on strike, and we supported them even though we had not received any salary ourselves. Since they came from another country, we wanted to show them tangible support. It's worth nothing that all professional players were eventually paid, albeit late, except for one Cypriot professional player, the only professional Cypriot in the team. Furthermore, some players paid for their own medical cards, submitted receipts to the president as instructed, but were never reimbursed. We trusted the new president, who told us he was waiting for the team's bank account to be opened. But Christmas came and we still hadn't seen any money. As captain, I visited him in his office to relay our complaints and received promises. However, when I realized that nothing was being done, I sent him a message saying that I was also starting to seem unreliable to my teammates. He didn't reply. That was the last time we had any communication. That was just basically the first answer to the question. There's other stuff. It's an utter joke. It's an utter mess. And unfortunately, this is Cyprus.
Yeah, basically the Cyprus FA have just left kind of women's football kind of stagnate instead of, you've seen it in other places, like in the UK, in Spain, in France, and all these places where, they've invested in the women's game. People have gone and watched. People support the teams. And slowly, the game's been building itself up. Here in Cyprus, we started with a 9-league team, a 9-team league. All right, then we went down to 6, and then this season we started with 6, and now there's only 4 teams left. So you can't have a league with just 4 teams, right? No support from the FA at all for these teams. No support for this, except for the blanket funding that they get from the Cyprus FA, which is very little. There's nothing to help these teams progress or do something. And yeah, it's not possible to run. It's not possible to run whatever the hell it is that they're doing in Cyprus. Because it's not possible. The thing is, as well, there's a lot of teams that run girls' teams. But for some reason, as soon as the under-19s girls age up, they're not interested in carrying on the teams. So you're just left with, what is it now? It's Aris, Abolon, Omonia, and who's the fourth one? Aris, Abolon, Omonia, and it's not Lefkothea. Is it Lefkothea?
No, because they're pulling out. They're pulling out.
That was the team that pulled out.
Yeah. And Gim Moda pulled out now.
Yeah.
Hang about. Abolon, Ari, Omonia, Lefkothea. Yeah. They're still listed. And Lakatamia.
Right. Okay.
Lefkothea gonna go, so you're gonna have 4, yeah. 4.
Yeah. So
You know. Unbelievable.
yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yep. It's a big shame. It's a big shame.
Well, we had the situation with the military service with the younger players, and we're saying, right, the Cypriot government is killing the youth academies, and now we've got this with the CFA killing the women's league. I mean, it's just, talk about being your own worst enemy.
Yeah.
Anyway. Right. Is there anything else?
Now. There's one more thing about the Cyprus FA. And so a journalist called Ethnikos Konstantinou is reporting on a brewing controversy within the Cyprus FA regarding access to financial statements. So Omonia's former number 2, Dimitris Grigori, there he is with Mr. Turtlehead himself.
You can't get away from us this week.
Oh no! He's always going to get brought up. But yeah, so Dimitris Grigori has raised concerns about financial transparency and the president's alleged violation of regulations by withholding information from the board.
Oh dear.
Yeah, he also criticised the current voting procedure, which he's been doing that for the last 3 months. Anyway, what was it? Yeah, suggesting that non-responses should count as abstentions rather than approvals. And yeah, people are divided on the board apparently. Some of them are supporting Grigori's position, and others are siding with Gumas. So the next board meeting is going to be interesting because that is also going to be the next board meeting where they have all the club's accounts ready to publish. Yeah. Who?
Get the brass band out for that one.
Yeah. So how much money would you put on all of a sudden a big old minus number showing up on clubs' accounts because of unpaid taxes that wasn't there previously?
Very mean. Tax doesn't have to be taxing. That's what.
Or tax? What is tax?
Taxi?
Tax?
Tax?
No, don't do tax.
No.
Yes.
Anyway, we're done. We're actually done.
Yeah.
Splendid.
Yeah.
Well, Thasso, thank you for braving it. Thank you for the Chinese. Thank you for the making us laugh, making up teams. That's great. Brilliant.
Yeah. Kudi Hanyu.
Yes. Bless you. You could be the next, I don't know, what's it called? You could be a researcher for Pro Evolution to make up team names. It's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Too great.
Chongqing Tongyang.
There you go. You're welcome. So we're on Instagram and X at This Is Mappa. Thasso is here at Flares Cafes. Thank you, boys and girls, for tuning in. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your support. We will be back next week, hopefully Wednesday. Wednesday next week. There we go. So until next time, guys.
Kudi Hanyu.
Very good.